My main identity is as British. That is what I see myself as. Nigeria is a nationality, it's not an ethnicity.
Meet Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party in the UK. Her parents are Nigerians, but she insists she's British. Badenoch is notorious for her critical views on Nigeria, which she says is corrupt and dysfunctional. Her statements tend to provoke Nigerians and other Africans. Many are perplexed. Some say she's just playing to the conservative audience who prefer Africans who don't act too African. Others say she's just being honest. But is it really that simple? And why do some Africans feel they have to disown their roots just to be accepted in the West? Welcome to the flip side.
What we call here an eye service is what she's doing. She does not have anything to offer. To me, she does not even have the integrity. Because a true Nigerian has an integrity. She's only trying to destroy where she's from, and it will not work.
The name Kemi is in Nigeria. It's a Nigerian name. So I am ashamed of her. Nigeria is not the worst country. To me, she's disgracing herself. She's not disgracing us. We are proud of ourselves. Where we find ourselves, we are proud of ourselves. Nigeria is a great country.
No country is 100% good, but she doesn't have to do it the way she's doing it. It doesn't speak well of her person.
Olukemi Olufuntu Adegoke. Here in Niger, people they para over some of your comments, so them they wonder how it be for your head. So, like some would have it, is Badenoch racially conflicted, or does she hate her own African skin despite her success? And what if her approach is purely strategic, a way to fit into a political system in the West?
I think it's an emotional strategy, it's a psychological strategy. It's a mechanism for her to cope. I don't know how long, when last she came to Nigeria, people live in Nigeria, people are happy in Nigeria, irrespective of the challenges of development. You know, people are making progress in Nigeria. And of course, even British citizens live in Nigeria, and they are doing pretty well as well. Nigerian citizens are also in the United Kingdom, and they are doing well. And the two nations have very excellent relationship, considering our historical ties. If we have to look at the example of Rishi Sunak, and of course the example of Barack Obama, these were diasporic citizens, you know, one from India, the other one from Kenya, who migrated to their respective places of residencies and got to significant heights without necessarily denigrating their origin.
But the issue is not just about Badenoch, and it's not new. Africans have long had to confront the question of identity to thrive in the West. Frantz Fanon, the Pan-African thinker, called this decades ago. In Black Skin, White Max, he wrote about how colonized people learn to mimic the language, behavior, and mindset of their colonizers just to survive. He called it psychological colonization, and the cost is deep alienation.
There's a tendency for Africans to assimilate themselves. You know, we had this culture in colonial time of assimilation policy. The Africans who migrate and who want to become leading light, sometimes there is an inverse effect. They become too hostile to their continent. They try to create a narrative of glory versus darkness. And they saw how they could become one of those saviors instead of becoming the savage. They tried to overcompensate for their colonial status, and that has implications for how they view public policy.
But what about the Nigerians who say they actually agree with Badenoch? The ones who say they are tired of leaders who hide behind patriotism while corruption grows. They see her blunt assessment of Nigeria as absolutely refreshing.
What are you promoting about Nigeria? What are those things that are good about Nigeria? Is it the way the Nigerian culture is? Is it the politics of Nigeria? You look at the way the political structure is. What has it gotten Nigeria? So if somebody is critical, I think she was just critical of Nigeria, not just criticizing Nigeria. The thing with Nigerians and the black race is that we don't like facts. But what she's saying about the schools, about infrastructure, those are facts. Those are facts.
In Kemi's case, identity is political and also a very personal choice. And sometimes it can depend on where you find yourself in the world and what you're up against. And that's the flip side.